Hi, Paul from Devongunsmith, and today we're going to make some lead clams, DIY style. Let's get into it.
If you enjoy the content, don't forget, like, subscribe and click the notification bell.
Okay, so in the gun trade they favour something a bit like this. This is a DIY version. Heavy lead clams, which are soft jaws for your vice. Of course, a lot of them have the long table leg vice that runs all the way down. And that goes back to woodcuts from the 17th century. So we do know that they've been used for a long time. And my mentor told me back in the days, the apprentice on a Saturday morning would come round going, "Bring me your dead," meaning the lead that had been absolutely mangled all week by the gunsmiths and gun makers. And he would spend the morning moulding up new clams. And this is my version because I've got sick and tired of struggling, even with this DIY setting that I've purposely created. And for those guys that are the naysayers, I'm not trying to replicate a professional gun maker's workshop. This is why this is being brought in. I'm trying to do it from the angle of somebody working with limited resources. So how do we turn these bits of innocent looking scrap wood into what is effectively an aluminium mould that anyone in the whole world can use? The answer is contact adhesive and foil. And here's some I prepared earlier. So how do we turn these bits of innocent looking scrap wood into what is effectively an aluminium mould that anyone in the whole world can use? The answer is contact adhesive and foil. And here's some I prepared earlier. Okay, so obviously I've assembled this in advance and I know exactly how I want to create it, but you do need all the surfaces that come in contact with the lead to be foil lined like so, and this one will pop on the top like so, and there's your mould. Now I need to move this, but it's none of it's fixed together. It probably won't stay together. Oh, there you go. Right, so that'll be fixed like that, and I will just plonk this on the floor where I've got terracotta tiles, and I will literally just pour the lead in, leave it. These two pieces will come apart like so, and they'll be held together by clamps. So I'm just going to quickly screw all that together now so that we get to have these two component parts. Probably won't do it on the camera because my hands need, my elbows and everything get in the way. So these are the two items basically assembled like so. These are the two halves of the clam mould. There you go. Right, I do need to, you may have noticed I didn't put a lot of screws in. That's because I need to go and find the ones with the right depth. They're in my screw box. But there's the clam shape for you, quite simply. The two halves come apart really easily, but the surfaces where the lead touches is aluminium, which will be repellent, and it will just drop out when it's moulded. you obviously pull them individually, but you have to watch that. There you go. You got to watch the alignment there. You get two L-shaped clams of the same dimensions. Job done. So there you go. It's rough, it's ready, it does what it says on the tin. It's a mould, basically. It couldn't be simpler. Right, I'm going to melt some lead and let's see what we get. So what's happened here then? We've got the nice clam shape that we need. It's still hot, going to be for a while. But what happened here, guys? Well, funny story. It carbonizes and the carbon becomes impervious. And what happened to the foil? Well, it just peeled off from the heat. So I had to do a second pour to prove the concept, but it works. It does what it says on the tin. It's still hot. Works. So yes, you don't need anything fancy to get your clams to work. It's not been smartened up, but you can see that works a treat. And it marries up nicely to the silly little 4-inch hobby vise that I've got in my cottage. Okay, and with some dressing up, you can see that they work very well. You can remove them. They're good and solid. They wrap around the jaws really effectively because they've been dressed up onto it, and nice thick jaw face so that you can clamp anything in there. And then of course, because you've got your ready-made jig mould, you can melt these and it will be exactly the right amount. So as they get deformed through work, you just drop those back in the crucible, which in our case is a tin can. And to all the naysayers out there saying, oh, you should use cast iron and all that, right, you are forgetting something, my friend. The whole purpose of this channel is to do it for the home hobbyist. So there you are, guys. This kind of content has a limited interest, obviously, and you can make your mould obviously purely with aluminium. A lot of them in the trade are made of steel, and they're just basically clamped together really quickly and very similar to this. This is a poor man's version, obviously, but I just wanted to see if the foil worked or whether I would need to work on carbonisation. Now, that little jig will get used in this particular setup once in a blue moon. Now, in a busy gunmaker's workshop, you'd have a metal one. and you'd have several of them because you'd be pouring lead all morning. But I'm really pleased with the way these turned out. They certainly are better than the bodge up that I've been using for far too many years, actually, which was just lead. These are substantial, as you can see. They will take a good deal of punishment. They fit beautifully, even on this hobby vise. I keep saying lathe, don't know why. Anyway, but these mean that you can clamp any gun parts without any damage. And yeah, it's going to be a lot easier for me in the future. Used to use these before and got out of the habit because basically downsizing. But these are a lot more satisfactory and traditional. You see how they rock around because I hammered them onto the vise. There will be some naysayers going, oh, you know, you're doing a rubbish job and all that. Frankly, guys, I don't care. I'm doing this channel for you guys that may be interested. This is an international forum, YouTube. It's not like it's just for the parochial English. So this kind of thing might have some benefit. This is a reflection, a poor man's version of what the gun trade do. It is a fairly honest representation, and I'll tell you what, I can't wait to use them because it makes my life so much easier. Hope you enjoy the content, and I've been really busy in January, so unfortunately I've not had time to make any content. I've got some silly bits coming, so see you soon, guys. Thanks.